Hello friends, and welcome to my full get ready with me. We are doing the hair, we are doing the makeup, we are doing the outfit, and we're just jumping right on in, okay? No intro, let's get it. Also, I just wanted to point out the fact that I will not be voiceovering this whole video, so don't worry, it's not going to be boring, okay? I just decided to voice over for this hair portion, but we are going to be using my seamless extensions today because I want to do like a really gorgeous, voluminous, high pony. We're going to put a ribbon in, it's going to be a dream, but I decided to just use my hot brush, I guess you could call it. It's by this brand Wavy Talk. Anyways, I'm using that just to get it hot, get it curled up a little bit, and then I am wrapping up the extensions in these Velcro rollers that you see here. I pretty much just use like the biggest ones that come out of this bag. I will link that whole Velcro roller kit for you, of course. Don't you worry. Starting off with my 2 single clips for the top, and then I'm moving straight into my 3 clips. I noticed that my hair was getting like a little dry, and I'm not surprised, guys. I put a lot of heat on these extensions. Like, they are always constantly getting styled. So I use the Jizu, like honey oil, whatever it's called. I'll link that too, whatever. Anyways, it's amazing. I get the hype now. Like, it revived my extensions. Like, my extensions love that shit. Anyway, I did end up adding 2 more 2 clips in. So I have 2 single clips, 3 clips, and 2 clips, if that helps you. We are moving on now. All of the extensions are applied. I hope you got a good visual there. I was trying to give you guys a good angle so you could see, but obviously I put them in upside down, and then I'm just putting this into a very rough high pony. Okay, don't judge me, trust the process. This is not how it's gonna be when we finish. Okay, you guys know I would not walk out of my house like this Holy Curl like gel, it is so flexible. It's so great for just getting your hairs in place if you have tiny short hairs like I do that do not like to get all the way up into the ponytail. I like to apply that to my hair, brush through it, put it back in a ponytail again just to secure everything. See this little alfalfa? Please don't worry, we're gonna take care of that. I'll show you a little trick later, but I'm grabbing my very disgusting, oh my god, ew, got to be glued ultra glued gel, not just the got to be glued, it's the black tube, very different. I'm putting this on my edges only, just a very small amount, and then I am going in with a toothbrush, you know, classic, you know, just nothing gets it like a toothbrush. I refuse to like buy a brush specifically for my edges. Like, it's weird to me. It's a weird concept, but I'm doing my baby hairs because not only does it just make the ponytail look sleeker, it also makes my hairline look a lot thicker, and we are going to add some hair fibers too later just to make it look even thicker. There's just something beautiful about a perfect ponytail, and yes, this does take me about 20 minutes out of my day just to do a freaking ponytail, but look how good that looks. Look at how good that looks, and we're not even done. Since I did want to do a super voluminous ponytail, I of course wanted to do the ponytail hack, the viral ponytail hack that everyone's doing these days, and oh my gosh, it works. It totally works. You just take a little top section of your ponytail, and then you grab a ponytail holder, do another mini pony at the top, and then I just kind of like, you know, tightened it up so that it looked like it was one ponytail. And look at how gorgeous that is. Look at how stunning. Look at the volume. Okay, here we are adding the hair fibers, like I said, just to make it look that much thicker, that much more beautiful. Now look at the side of my head. Look at the back of my head. Look at the side again. It's stunning. I do like to add hairspray on top if I add hair fibers. Otherwise, they do have a tendency to transfer. Anyways, added a little ribbon, and we are slaying. And now for those pesky little alfalfa sprouts, I'm grabbing my handy dandy little wax stick. I know we all have this, okay? If you don't have it, don't worry. It's linked down below. It's very inexpensive and it's worth it. And I'm just grabbing those little crazy hairs, waxing them down, and just kind of like squeezing them into the ponytail, if that makes sense. I'm like squeezing them into the extension so that they just flawlessly match. Anyways, that is the hair portion. Let's get into the makeup. Okay, the hair is looking cute. Honestly, I'm glad that worked out. I've never done like the extra ponytail trick. I'm not gonna do this like super in depth, but I'll have all of the products linked down below for you guys. Just freshly tinted my brows so they look freaking amazing right now. Usually they're not so full looking. I found if I self-tan and then tint my brows, like the dye mixes with my self-tan, like the formulas do some weird thing and it like dyes my skin, which I love because it's giving microblading. Anyways, if you're wondering what I'm getting ready for, Mason and I are just going shopping. We're going to a ballet on Friday. We're gonna go see the Nutcracker. I'm so excited. Fun fact, I was a little ballerina from ages 4 to like 13, 14. I was in the junior professional ballet. So I was like on point the whole 9 yards, and I'd been in the Nutcracker since I was 4. So like for 10 years, I did the Nutcracker, which is crazy. That seems like a past life by now. But anyways, all that to say, I've never seen like a professional ballet Nutcracker before. I've only ever been in one. So I'm very excited to be like sitting in a theater all dressed up with a glass of champagne watching a ballet. Like, few things sound better to me, honestly. So, you know, naturally I bought a new dress. Pray for me that it's here on time. Actually, no, it's gonna be here on time. It said it's gonna be here by Friday, like at the latest. And the ballet's on Friday. Really, I just need it to be here by like 3 p.m. Preferably before that. It's a House of CB dress, that's all I'm telling you. And it very much looks like it was freaking made for me. Like, I could not think of a better dress. She was a splurge. She was a splurge. And yes, I did pay for her. Anyways, I'm freaking stoked. I'm sure I will have some content vlogged for you guys. Probably not a long form video, but definitely like some shorts and stuff like that. Let's just put it out into the universe that my dress is gonna come on Thursday. Did I just get totally distracted from what I was trying to tell you guys? We're going shopping because we're getting Mason an outfit. And of course, I just love to go shopping. We're going to the outlets, which is fun because they're partially outside, of course. And honestly, today is such a gorgeous day, so it couldn't be any better. And there's a bookstore like right around the corner. We have a Barnes & Noble over there, so I might be copping some books. If you guys have any book recommendations, please leave them in the comment section down below. I like fiction, a little bit of romance, love a spicy romance, but there has to be like a little edge of magic in there. Like, it can't just be like normal life, boy meets girl, blah blah blah, whatever. Like, I need witches, I need wizards, strange powers, paranormal activity. Like, I need something. If I'm gonna be escaping reality into another world, it can't be like my own. Do you know what I mean? This Charlotte Tilbury Easy Contour Wand is incredible. One thing I hate about this though is it gets so messy and you have to put your fingers on this part to twist it. So I always have to grab a tissue. First world problems, I know. Lock her back up. There we go. I try to keep my contour towards the back. It inevitably does come like a little bit further into my eye just because, I don't know, I don't take my time with this part as much. I don't know why I can't be bothered, but I try to keep it towards the back because it gives me more of like a lifted look, and that's always what I'm trying to go for, especially when my hair is up. I feel like it just looks that much more dramatic, but also like Bella Hadid vibes, you know what I mean? If I ever get too much product down here, I just take the back end of my beauty blender and just kind of like pat it out. I usually don't have any product down there, so it's like safe. I'm being very careful not to get those baby hairs. I'm honestly gonna go over that section last, so blending this portion out and then very carefully going up here. Back to that same concealer. By the way, this is like my everyday makeup routine. I don't wear makeup every day, you guys know that, but I'm one of those girls that's like, I'm either not wearing any makeup or I'm wearing all of it. Like, I don't know why it is so difficult for me to figure out how to do like half-ass makeup. Like, I just cannot simply do concealer and a lip gloss. Like, it looks freaking weird. My face looks unfinished. Oh, stunning. But this truly is my go-to makeup routine. Like, whether I am doing my makeup to go shopping, doing my makeup to go to the ballet, it's gonna be the same. I'm not changing anything up. I'm not adding a... Oh, Chi-Chi, good sneezing. Like, I'm not adding a lash. Okay, I'm not... Hannah! Big sneezies! This concealer, as you can tell, is honestly kind of incredible, by the way. It reminds me of the Tarte Shape Tape, but it doesn't dry down as fast. And it blends freaking flawlessly. And it's the Sephora concealer. What is it? It's the Sephora Best Skin Ever Full Coverage Multi-Use Concealer. It's fire, and I don't see anybody talking about it. But one thing about me, if I go shopping for makeup, I go shopping online. And when I do shop on the Sephora website, I always look up stuff by rating. So if I want to buy a new concealer, I'm not just searching what everybody else is influencing or what everybody else is talking about. I'm looking at the freaking reviews, dude. Like, I feel like I never miss when I do that, and I always get a really good product that I maybe haven't heard a lot of people talk about, but is like being gatekept for whatever reason. This freaking powder is the best powder I've ever used in my whole life. It just does everything I wanted it to. I feel like when I was using my like Laura Mercier loose setting powder, my Huda Beauty, it was giving cake. This little Givenchy Prism powder, I believe they only have the Prism one, or not the Prism one, I believe they only have this specific one in the mini on Sephora.com last time I checked. I'll link it if I can. I'm pretty sure it's still on there, but it's the Prism Libre limited edition. It's Pastel Celebration. This has like little flecks of glitter in it. I don't know if you can tell or even see. It's actually like different shades of pink, which is very interesting, but just look and see how this applies on my face. It does not give like that powdery finish to it. It just like sets and looks flawless. And it gives me a super, super bright under eye. Like, do you see how easy that just was? Now we're on the home stretch. After this, I feel like my makeup is essentially done. But we just have to do blush, lashes, a little bit of highlight, some lip balm. Like, we're good. This is the daily deal. A lot of you guys have been DMing me and commenting and asking when the Call Me When You Get Lost podcast is coming back. It's coming back this month, baby. It's coming back this month. I think officially it's going to be, what is it, December 29th? Whatever the last Friday of December is. Yeah, December 29th. So a little over 2 weeks away. I am so happy I took that break because obviously you guys know I started the podcast as a passion project, and to see that like a lot of you guys are now starting to love it just as much as I do, it's just like, I love it. It's so fun. When I started it, I obviously made the commitment to do an episode every single Friday, which I stuck to, which I plan on doing again for season 2. But because I just jumped in with both feet and just like ran it for like, I don't know, 20 episodes, something like that. 20 plus. Was it the 25th episode that I finished on? That's 25 weeks in a row of just content. And not just like my normal content. This was like out of my comfort zone. Like, I was speaking to a whole new audience. I didn't know if you guys were gonna vibe with it. Like my original audience, you know, like I was just doing it for fun because I needed an outlet to like talk about things in a container where I felt like it was safe. And I wanted you guys to be able to do that too if you are a perfectionist that's interested in spirituality and wants to live their dream life. You know, like that's what the Call Me When You Get Lost pod is all about. But I was definitely starting to reach a bit of burnout towards the end there. And that's totally normal when you start a new project and you go full force like I did. But now that I've taken such a good break, I feel like I can come back like even better than ever. I have so many topics to talk about. I have a list of people that I want to interview. So we're going to have some interviews hopefully happening on season 2. Yeah, I'm just freaking stoked. So, oh, there we go. Hello, there I am. Just brighten that up a little bit. So yeah, I'm very, very, very excited for season 2 to launch. I still need to reshoot the album artwork because I want to do something like a little, I just want to do something different. Like it's a different season. I want new album artwork. So I have to shoot that. That's one of the reasons I've been kind of waiting to launch it. I'm just gonna end up doing it myself. Like, let's be for real. I like never hire outside help, but it's still gonna pop off. Don't you worry. I'm ready. I'm ready to get back into it, but I am so glad that I gave myself the time to like get my bearings about, go travel to Italy, you know, come back home, get back in routine. I feel like I've learned so much just in the span of the few months that I did take a break. Anyways, yeah, I wanted to pop that in there because a couple of you guys have been asking me and I was like, okay, all right, it's time. It's time to address the elephant in the room. Yes, the podcast is coming back. Of course it is. Of course it is. And it just needed to come back on my time, okay? And I'm so glad that you guys like respected that and were so cool about it. I honestly just love you guys. Like, I swear I have the coolest audience ever. You guys never pressure me. Like, you're never like giving me a hard time for uploading late because I had like a technical difficulty or I underestimated how much time it was gonna take to edit. Like, you guys are always so chill and I love that and I don't ever want that to change. You guys are just truly the best and I appreciate every single one of you and I hope you know that. Anyways, enough with the mushy stuff. Back to beating this face. All we have to do is the lashes and the lips and then we're done. I'm gonna use the Monsieur Big by Lancome today. Let's move on to the lips. I think all of the lip liners I usually use are in my purse, so I'm just gonna use the Pillow Talk 2 Medium. Are you surprised? Of course not. I don't know, I feel like I need lower lashes. Right? I want those, right? Oh, hopefully I don't regret this. Let's just do like a light lower lash. We're committed now. Oh, yes, it was a great idea. Hello. Yay! Oh, setting spray. Let me put you onto the best setting spray of my life. This right here, if you like dewy skin that looks like skin, it looks like glass, it's giving glow. Baby, this. You do not need much though. You do not need much. It also has SPF 45 in it. That's a slay. Because this is such like a glowy kind of like misty, like look at, do you see how that just melted all my makeup together? Do you see that light reflecting off my skin? Like, but going back in with that little puff though, right under my lower lashes and on top of my lids. Otherwise, my mascara will transfer onto the rest of my skin. And that is the makeup. Do we love her or do we love her? Thought we could switch up the scenery for the outfit portion. I actually just got these clothes in from Comments. I literally don't know how to say it. This is not sponsored, but I do need to style these at some point, so why not now? We've got 2 pairs of trousers to choose from. These are black, these are gray. For the tops, I have this like black, sleek, like giving Skims situation. I have this like gorgeous dark gray. And then I have this pretty light gray sweater, turtleneck. This is a little bit dressier than what I'd like for today. Oh, this is actually really cute. Oh, buttons and nails, they just don't go together. Okay. Also, these trousers fit really well. I wish they were a little bit tighter on the waist, but honestly, I pretty much always wear a belt with them. But they're not too long. That's the thing. Like, I can wear these with a flat shoe. Now, shoes. What the fuck am I gonna wear for shoes? That's another problem. Okay, I'm thinking we're gonna have to go with something comfy because we're shopping around. These are both thrifted. We have a little ballet flat action, and then we have loafers. I don't know. I feel like the ballet flats match the vibe better, and I don't wear these enough, so we're just gonna go with these. Okay. I fixed my ribbon. Okay, here is the final outfit. Sorry, the dryer is going on in the background. Just ignore that. Belt is on. We're using the Chanel bag. This is like the only black bag I have. You guys know that. But it also just matches the vibe. I do wish this was silver hardware because it would match better. But it's fine. It's still a fit nonetheless. Okay, wait. I'm at the outlets. I had to update because I added my jewelry. The same rings I always add, but I'll link as much as I can. And I got this puffer at H&M, which look at how cute this is. I literally bought it because I'm freezing and I can't walk around here without it. But here's the whole outfit. This gives you a better idea. Slay. Anyways, my light's about to die again, so I gotta do this outro quick, but that is the end of the video. I hope you guys liked it. If you have any questions or if you want more in-depth on like, there it goes, my hair, my makeup, if you want more outfit videos, just let me know. I definitely would like to do an outfit video soon. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed. Remember to hit the subscribe button, turn on your post notifications, and give this video a big ass thumbs up if you liked it. Also, if you like this video, you'll love these videos, so definitely check them out. Wish me luck shopping today. Hopefully I find some good books. Also, don't forget to leave some good book recs down below for me. Anyways, we gotta go. I love you so, so much, and I'll see you next week. Bye!